His name isn't even Coffin Joe in the first movie.
Life.
Yeah, he does have a social life. The plot of the movie is that he's trying to find the woman, like the perfect woman to bear his seed or whatever. And he just, there's some kind of shocking violence in it for how early it is. And
that just sucks that, like, they could have had a sponsor from Mucinex or something if he just had a bad cough. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Just hang your head in shame. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, dude. Hit the bong then. Do your little Coffin Joe impression. Coffin Randy.
I haven't coughed yet on the podcast. You coughed.
That was because I had...
That's because I drank beer wrong.
It went down the wrong hole. And that is a story of my life. So. I'm single for that very fact. 3 times over. There's your Coffin Joe impression.
There you go. Anybody that likes gothic, black and white horror, or kind of like occult horror,
I
would appreciate the Coffin Joe movies. And the newest one that he did is like a goddamn bloodbath to boot. So,
was it called Suppressed Cough Joe? Oh, okay. He's just holding
it's called Embodiment of Evil.
The jokes keep on coming.
They're not jokes, man. These are serious questions.
And I also scored the Oblong Box in that trip too. It's like a 2-on-1 with Scream and Scream Again. They're both Vincent Price movies.
Nice.
Oblong Box also has Christopher Lee in it. It's a good one. I think that the Red Hood character from the Batman comic books is totally lifted from the Oblong Box. I also watched Scanners 2 and 3 on the 2-on-1 Blu-ray DVD combo pack from Scream Factory. I got that from a buddy. Scanners 2 is awesome. Lots of cool gore, decent storyline. Scanners 3, not so much. It's like a silly corporate takeover storyline, and I don't know, really badly acted.
Now, question about those. For someone like me that posted earlier about how I'm not a big fan of the first Scanners,
yeah.
What would you say? Would you recommend the second one, or
yeah, you would like the second one more than the first one, probably. It has more of like an 80s horror movie feel to it. The Cronenberg Scanners is a like cerebral.
Yeah, I was like, 'cause I don't dislike it.
Building.
It was just mediocre to me.
Mindfuck of a film, and the other two movies take a far more direct horror approach. I also watched Killer: A Journal of Murder. It's a biopic about Carl Panzram. It's an awesome movie with James Woods.
Yeah. That's after he's in prison, right? He's telling the stories. Yeah.
The story about that is fantastic. The guy wrote his life story while he was in prison, and a guard snuck it out and got it published like 40 years later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Really great story. Even if you don't watch the movie, if you're into serial killers and you don't know who Carl Panzram is, then you need to do some reading tonight. And I watched Blood Freak, obviously, which we should do instead of Thankskilling, but...
Home Sweet Home instead. Thankskilling is...
oh my God.
There's at least someone on this podcast that enjoys Thankskilling. I don't think any of us enjoyed Home Sweet Home.
I enjoy Home Sweet Home more than I do Thankskilling.
That is insane.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch Home Sweet Home than Thankskilling any day of the week.
What about Fridays?
Is that a day of the week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's not an exception. Like a weekend night, little old Thankskilling, little old,
It's still a weekday. It's not a weekend.
Slide that in. Slide that Thanksgiving in.
Oh my God.
On a Friday night.
I'm never going to slide that movie in again in my life, ever again.
Damn. Well, you got to see part 3. We'll get
Why would I do that?
No, we'll get into it when we get to it.
All right.
I'll tell you.
Well, that's everything I've been watching. What have you been watching?
Let's see. Nothing really horror related at all. I've the Ryan Nichols discography. He hasn't made a bad movie yet. Michael Shannon's in every one.
Michael Shannon's awesome.
So it's fucking Shotgun Stories.
Right. Take Shelter.
Midnight Special. Fuck, what other one? I don't know. I've just been watching Michael Shannon movies. I did watch some of the movie that Scott was talking about, like the first 10 minutes.
Shotgun Stories is great.
Yeah, and then Mud. He did Mud also.
With McConaughey.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
I like the kids in it. Not necessarily McConaughey, but that's about when McConaughey turned a corner, though.
Yeah, that was when he was starting to come around again.
Yeah, then he did Dallas Buyers Club after that and won an Oscar. Oh, and I also got to mention Dallas Buyers Club. Not that I was thinking about this, but I just thought about it till now. It wasn't till I started making fun of Jared Leto on social media that he won an Oscar, and no thanks. None at all.
That stupid piece of shit.
How rude of him.
I had a good 2 years worth of work on that guy on Facebook of ripping on him, and then he wins an Oscar, and then...
No respect.
No.
No respect.
No respect at all.
But I have, multiple times over the years... heard people tell me if they've heard if they hear the name Jared Leto, they think of me, which I don't. That's also happened with Richard Bernstein too. If you know who he is in Michigan, he's a googly-eyed lawyer.
Oh my god, dude! Jesus Christ, we're gonna get fucking sued.
He's a googly-eyed Jew who makes a living off suing people. He's an ambulance.
Yeah, he makes a living off suing people.
I know, fuck him, dude.
For things like libel and defamation of character.
Well, that would have happened because I've been blocked from every Bernstein family member's Facebook.
You don't say.
I have.
That's so weird.
But I mean, I have.
Why do you think that is, Ken?
I have archives of Bernstein Advantage lawsuits coming at me. But no, I mean, I actually friended one of the real Bernsteins, and I started talking shit on his wife.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Okay. This may be our last podcast.
This is probably going to be the end.
Well, what are they going to take my mixer board? No, I just they ruined commercials in Michigan. They had for years, and that's just my way of saying fuck off, quit it, man. We get it. You want to sue the shit out of whoever.
Everyone and anyone.
They sued the shit out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, the stadium, and they had to lay off workers. And the Detroit Metro fucking bus, whatever. They had to lay off a bunch of workers because they just sue fucking big organizations and fuck them. I don't feel bad for the googly-eyed prick. I really don't.
Oh my god.
Alright, and that's what I've been watching. It's plugs time.
Follow us on Instagram at the HorrorDrunks
While it
podcast.
still exists, before we get our asses sued.
Yeah, before everything gets a cease and desist order. And
you can follow us at the HorrorDrunks podcast on Facebook.
Thanks for the art, Juan.
Yep. It was good while it lasted. We're also on Twitter, so follow us at the HorrorDrunks. You can follow my personal account at the Black Gloved Killer on Instagram.
Oh, you got that one.
Yeah. With my teeth.
And you can follow Randy at Lonesome Undertaker on
Can't forget
Instagram.
that one. If you made it this far in this podcast, and you've probably heard that before, you can't forget Lonesome Undertaker. It's very original, but it's also not thought out very well because we're talking a guy that is an Undertaker who is very lonely, and he is neither lonely or an Undertaker. It's very.
How am I not lonely?
You're not. You're here with two dudes right now. If we're women, we'd fuck the shit out of you. But we're dudes.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 3 hours out of my week where I get to be with other human beings. But
and then you can follow Ken at K to the Tray at Instagram.
Yep, I haven't been on there since I logged in.
And then go to iTunes and give us a review.
Oh wait, there's a shirtless photo of me on Instagram, K to the Tray. If you want to check out, if you want to try and find an ab, that's our next contest.
Even I have abs. Come on.
I put stuff on top of my abs to preserve it from the cold and the winter and stuff. I don't want exposed abs. Who does that?
You don't have lines in your bumps in your rolls.
I have rolls that represent abs a little bit, yeah, but I don't have. Oh God, here we go. that is a fat pocket. That is not an ab.
It's over an abdominal muscle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You want to put some padding over those so we can get them out later when you get older and you said, fuck it, I'm going on a diet. That's why. And the reason why I'm fat right now is because I want to be that guy when I'm 45 and say I'm the best shape of my life. Because all I got to do is drop 20 pounds. I'm the best shape of my life. Normally you can't say that when you
that would just make you in the best shape of your adult life. I bet that in high school you would have been in better shape.
I was a hunk, and now I'm like a flunk.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all the plugs. I was just letting you guys go on, but keep an eye out on probably Facegram, Twitter. God damn it. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I'm leaving that in, you unprofessional fuck.
Instagram and
Keep an eye on our social medias because we're planning on probably
Twitter
doing
book.
some contests with some digital codes for some movies that we have. But yeah, that's it.
And when the hoodies come out.
Yep,
but
and also when
God
the hoodies
damn it,
come out.
dude, it's like $333 for 12 of them.
Well,
Wow.
But I'll have them done before Christmas.
Yep, that's the end of all the plugs. So
On to our next film.
on to the first film.
What if someone skipped to the very last film first and then went back to this first film?
well,
It's
that's
the
their own
next
fault.
film
Did we
for
already
them.
talk about this?
I think so.
What if someone wanted to hear Thankskilling first and like, all right, I'll go back to Home
How would
Sweet
they
Home.
know where to fast forward to?
Yeah, because you don't put little side notes about where it is, do you?
I will to correct this argument, so I'm not wrong.
So that you're not wrong for once.
Yeah, for once, it's my rite of passage to being right. All right, dude, come on.
That was an accident.
Abusing the equipment. So this podcast probably can't go on much longer if he's going to be that neglectful towards the
Oh, we're gonna get sued anyway, so who
Yeah, I
cares?
was going to
that's
say,
right,
this
yeah.
podcast probably isn't going to go
These
on much
mics are
longer after.
Bernstein family owned now.
Stop using that word.
On to our first film.
So this is Jennifer. How come you didn't come around before? And expose her to that?
Rock and roll forever. I'm gonna rub that guitar on your head until you're
Our first film, not our next film. Our first film is Home Sweet Home. It's a Thanksgiving movie with Body by Jake Steinfeld. It's not even a good Jewish name.
Steinfeld?
Like Steinberg and Seinfeld mixed together. I don't know. Pick one. I pick a better one than that.
It's what it's like. It sounds like it's made up. It's like Steinfeld, Steen, Freud, Skin.
Yeah, it's like a Mel Brooks last name.
Yeah, actually.
It's that Body by Jake guy, and,
Wow.
which I only knew him from the Coming to America, the cab driver. He's like, "You dumb fuck." That's like the only time, and then I've seen him in infomercials after that. But
Right.
I forgot he was in Coming to America.
Yeah, he's just like one of those guys that like he never came under my radar, so I never really thought of him, but I saw him on TV. But once you go 85 minutes of like watching one of his movies, you realize that you don't like him.
He has his moments of energy.
Really?
Like I don't know, like the intro scene where he drags the guy out of the car.
Hey, buddy, you want a beer?
Yeah.
Offers the guy a beer and he kills him.
Then he shoots up the PCP under his tongue and drives away and runs down the old woman in the road, and like there's like the freeze frame right before he hits her, and then there's just a bloody windshield to signify that he's hit her, and he's like all ha ha ha.
Are you mentioning these things in the movie to how good he is? Because I don't really.
No, that was all entertaining, but that's like the one of the only entertaining scenes in the entire film.
There is a good kill in this. I'll mention it later, I guess. But
Is it the car hood one?
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I've
was just
never
gonna say that.
seen something like that. I
Well,
guess,
then
but-
you haven't seen fucking Madman.
That is so funny because I was gonna bring that kill up, and I was like, "Have you ever seen something like that?" And I was thinking, "No way, Randy saw." And then he mentions it.
Of course.
Really? Okay.
Randy's seen
Whatever.
pretty much everything.
Every kill.
So did you want to be right? Like what?
No, that wasn't a right or wrong thing for me. But in my head, I was like, "There's no way."
Well,
He does. Whatever. So
and the Madman Mars.
all right. Well, the things you will see in this movie. You will see a shitty Lou Ferrigno. Very-
Yeah.
It's God,
Holy shit.
that's-
What?
Seems like every episode of this show, you get into my head and pull something out.
Oh,
And that's what
maybe we should start running this by each other before. You will also see the loudest mime ever. And I don't...
Oh,
this
God.
is 1981, so I'd imagine they filmed in 1980. I didn't know they had, like, portable amps back then.
Yeah, Pig Nose has been around since like the mid 70s.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 'cause, like-
I didn't start playing guitar till like 1995 or something, 96. So I don't know.
Yeah, because when he was running around playing that guitar, I was like, how the fuck is that music being so